Hello and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm the executive producer here, John Bates, and I've got a few pre-show notes for you. First of all, I'd like to thank our $25 tier supporters, Antitonic, Waterflame, Samantha Bates, and Maureen Montee, without whom we wouldn't be able to do much, especially not all the content that we put forward now. I also want to thank all the people that have joined on with us since the, I would say, successful experiment that was Midsummer Night's Dream. If you're interested in that, go check out our YouTube channel, where youtube.com/Sensaku, where we performed the world's first, as far as we're aware, live stream production of a community theater performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream. That sounds like a lot of qualifiers. It's more just because that's the way I talk. Please go enjoy them, give us feedback, let us know if you'd like to see more of that in the future. If you'd like to support us financially, you can do so on our Patreon page at patreon.com/FSFilms. You can also follow us on Twitter at Final Show Films, or follow me personally at John A. Bates for all future updates and live notifications for our live stream. In the meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy. And we're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Final Show Films Adventurers League Curse of Strahd. I'm William, and I am the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition campaign. And joining me today, we have Aaron.
Hello, I'm Aaron, and I am playing Rua Oletis Marcots, who is a half-elven drow sorcerer.
And Jeremy.
I am Jeremy. I am playing Krethic for the moment, the Hobgoblin Paladin. Hey, look, I'm just saying, this game has had this game, not break first levels, but a pretty high turnover level of characters.
Hey,
I mean, it is
Curse is not lethality. Curse of Strahd is lethality.
Yeah, fair.
And John.
I'm John, and I'm playing Zorm, Githzerai, Cleric of War.
And Jeff.
Hey, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Jonel, the Elven Sun Soul Monk.
And the only remaining original member.
The only original member of the party left.
I'm just going to leave everyone here to die.
Preserve the knowledge.
Like, Jonel has the power as a monk at any point to just be like, this fight's going badly.
Jonel goes back to the starting village and just waits for the next band of adventurers to come through. All right, guys, listen.
I'm going to streamline this.
Elvis, he can live long enough for another group to show along.
All right, and when last we left off, the party had made their way deep into Castle Ravenloft, seeking the tools they would need to fight Strahd in the ultimate final battle. Having brought back one of the people that Strahd had kidnapped and brought to his castle for various purposes, and eventually locating the tower's crystalline beating heart, the Heart of Sorrow, destroying it for what potential danger that might have, which also illuminated, or rather caused all of the illumination in the castle to go out, rendering it completely dark. But also getting into a fight with another animated halberds, and most recently, where we had to break off last week, 4 vampire spawn that had managed to scuttle their way up from the lower levels of the castle, which brings us right back into the fight at the top of the initiative with Esmeralda stepping into the fight.
We're back on the initiative order.
Oh, yes, we do.
I believe what you meant to say is we're getting ready for the ultimate battle of ultimate destiny.
Abraham Lincoln has not popped out of his grave yet, nor has he pulled an AK-47 out from under his hat and blown Batman away with a rat-a-tat hat.
There's a callback for you.
Yeah. You're lucky I remembered that one.
Rose initiative was a 12.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'll put that in.
Cool. You're lucky I remembered that callback.
It's a great goddamn song.
It's a hilarious song. All right. I need character sheets. Jeez. What? Just hang on. I heard text. Oh, okay.
For those watching, somebody rolled new character stats just in case.
Cowards.
And they are amazing character stats.
And
That's one
because
way to
it's
put it.
Adventurers League, I'm just taking that, by the way. But
This is the best.
3 9s.
9, 9, 9, 12, 15, 15. 9, 9, 9.
Ah, I see. Once again,
9 9.
the third character pops up, gets shoved off of a cliff, and dies.
the third character shows up and happens to have just encountered the Mighty Nine and just been like, those people are weird. Oh, now I'm in some mist. No, I'm kidding. Not gonna do that.
But Esmeralda steps in and Jonelle, you have shown that you can take lightning bolts.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This isn't gonna hurt you,
Fair.
right?
This might not hurt you at all, I'll be honest. Because she can draw a line through both that animated halberd and both those vampire spawn. It just happens to intersect with you.
Hey,
Fair.
monk, dodge.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. Dodge!
Dodge! Roll me a dexterity save, Jonelle. You take no damage.
I'm really hoping that works.
Piccolo comes out of nowhere.
The halberd fails.
Good.
Both the vampire spawn fail.
Good.
So the halberd dies. And both the vampire spawn take that 21 points of lightning damage. That'll be Esmeralda's turn.
Somersault in the air to this lightning bolt goes right past him.
Yeah, as Esmeralda steps forward, putting her rapier up between the vampire spawn to the south of her and turning to the other side. Jonelle, dodge! And brings her hand up as lightning bolts out jolts out from her hand, and Jonelle just kind of does the martial arts movie, the spinning somersault to the side, like legs wheeling through the air, and just avoids the lightning bolt. And then it brings it to the vampire spawn.
Sweet.
How far down is this tower?
The spawn or the tower's floor?
The floor of the tower, yeah.
It's a very good question. I think I said last week, and I don't remember what I said.
If you would toss someone off the edge,
If,
how
for
much-
example, someone
Will
with
we
a
hit
shield...
terminal velocity before we land? Is
Yeah.
what we're at.
No. If, for example, someone with a shield were to bash a vampire into thin air.
I think they'd be back next round. They might take some damage, but I believe they'd be back next round.
I mean, the damage is going to be halved anyways because it's bludgeoning.
Yeah, and it's not magical.
The floor does not deal magical bludgeoning damage.
What if they land
Good
on a
to know.
magical trap in the floor?
I can do that.
50 feet to the ground.
Not bad.
You just fell down the elevator shaft onto some bullets.
All right. So the first one. So we got one going after Esmeralda, one going after Rua first.
Yep. My AC is increased by
What does that make your armor class?
it's
13 plus
15.
dex.
Yeah, 15.
9 misses Esmeralda, but 23 hits you.
Yeah.
Instead of damaging you, they're going to grapple you.
Okay.
And then bite you.
Of course they are, because they are dicks.
But an 11 misses you with the bite, so you're just grappled right now.
Great.
Other vampire spawn, go step over to Krethic.
Yep.
Step over to Krethic.
I'm right here, dude. You could attack me too.
Yeah, that one will actually go after his arm, all things considered.
What? Is it the spiky armor? Are you afraid?
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay.
No, and then
Gonna
second
say-
one,
Okay.
so second attack on Zorm first, also 15,
Okay.
and then 2 attacks
Give me-
on.
Say second attack and then pause for a second because I have a reaction.
Oh yeah, you do. Sorry.
It's okay. They missed, so I'm not worried about it.
I mean, if it would have hit, you could have just said, "I
Yeah.
will impose disadvantage," and I would have just read the other attack. So
Yeah.
Then the 2 attacks on Krethik.
Yep.
21 hits you.
Yep.
They're gonna grapple you instead of dealing damage,
Okay.
and then they're gonna bite.
Yep.
17.
17 would miss.
All right, so they got this ability to grab onto someone and not bite them successfully.
Got to get through that armor, man.
Which then brings us to Krethik. It's your turn.
All right. So I'm grappled. Now, when you're grappled, you don't have disadvantage until you're restrained, right?
You have no penalties. You just can't move.
Oh no!
I mean,
Please
not moving is
don't
the
let
penalty.
me not move. I've grabbed around. Whack! Whack! Whack!
Basically.
So first attack. Oops. Hold on a second. 12.
Do you want to save face, or have you already done that?
Oh, that's true. That's true. And how? There's definitely 4 within reach. 16.
Yeah, so 16 hits.
Okay,
good. As you bring the axe up and try and slam into the vampire that's gripping onto you, you realize that it's not going to be enough, but you see the number of people that are around you. You're like, I can't miss this vampire that is in front of my face right now.
I am literally facing the rest of my group right now as I see like, oh yeah.
It's really bad if I hit myself in the face.
Slam through with that reinforcement.
And let's
I love saving face so much.
let's dump a level 2 spell into this divine.
This is a undead, so that will be 4d8.
Okay. So 8 slashing and yeah, 10. Actually, no, 10 radiant. For a second, I was like, oh, that's not bad. And then I remembered, oh, those are D8s, not D4s.
Yeah.
So, and second attack. 22. Yeah, I want to kill this thing. Another second level. So 5 slashing and that's better. 19.
That's much better, yeah.
Whack! Whack!
Right. Hit the down arrow on my keyboard and I lost it.
And Nope. That will be unless Oh, that's right. I did not, because we determined last week that Healing Word is not a paladin spell. So, nope, that is going to be it for me.
It's not a paladin spell for any of the oaths either, which is weird.
Nope. Well, no, I believe it's because, dude, you already have all the healing.
It's also because all of their smites are bonus actions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep, that is it for me.
Jonelle.
Okay. This guy's going to get an attack of opportunity if I move, isn't he?
Yep. Unless you take a punch at him.
Yeah, unless I take a punch at him. So, yeah. Over Krethik's shoulder, just throw a jab at him.
He's like, hey, Krethik, hold still. Whack!
It's a 15 hit.
hits exactly.
For 8 points of damage, I sock him in the nose.
And your fists are considered magical, so.
Yep. And I'm going to move over this way to support Rue. And I'm going to attack this one down here. Second shot come in
That hits. Roll damage.
for 11, and I am going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows to attack him 2 more times.
I should actually play a monk in a longer form campaign. I've never actually played one long term.
Yeah, fun.
They are fun. Dwarf monk.
Another 9 and
I remember my original character for the first time we did Worldfire, before it was Worldfire, was a dwarf monk who left the party to replace with Faust.
Yep.
I should get back to her at some point.
actually, I'm going to, for the last hit, I want to spend a key point to see if Stunning Blow is going to work on this thing.
Sure.
DC, actually, my DC just went up.
All right, you guys leveled up, didn't you?
Yeah. DC 16 now. Con save. If he's not immune to it.
Oh shit! I forgot
Vampire.
to put in my.
They're not immune to the stunned condition. But they do roll a 21 on the con save.
Yeah, of course.
Rua.
All right. Well, there's very little chance I succeed on a grapple roll. And I know that. So even if they're immune to necrotic, it doesn't matter. I'm just casting Chill Touch. Yeah, well, that, no.
I mean,
Never mind.
you cast Chill Touch. The hand shoots out, but the vampire just kind of bats it away with its claw.
Technically, it would have had disadvantage, but since I can't roll lower than a natural 1, I'm not going to roll again. Yeah. Because it's melee and range.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
I can't use a bonus action spell because I did an action cantrip.
No, that's exactly the situation where you can use a bonus action spell. Because remember, the actual ruling is if you cast a spell with a bonus action, you can't use any other spell that isn't a cantrip.
Yeah. Oh, it's the other way around. So bonus action cantrips, you can't then cast an action spell, but that was an action spell. So I actually can't see anyone who's injured, and I can't move, so I can see people better. I guess, yeah, I'm...
Jonelle's injured.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll just sort of hiss something at Jonelle, and you're going to get a first level healing word. So, take 8 hit points back as a shiver runs down your spine.
Yeah. Puts me close to max.
Sorry.
Zorm.
Pardon me, Krethik, while I whip this out.
Really?
I cast Holy Weapon on my weapon using a bonus action. And then I'm going to... so this vampire is actually on Krethik right now, right?
The one...
That one?
Yeah.
I'm going to, use my now radiantly glowing weapon, which, by the way, the light I emit now extends further. Holy Weapon... Holy Weapon. Does that? I now have a bright right. I have a bright right for 30 foot rather than 20 feet. Light for 30 foot beyond that. And I'm going to use my holy imbued greatsword to scrape this vampire off of Krethik.
We're gonna have to move over there.
And by scrape, I mean hit. Well, I mean if he's actually on Krethik's spot.
No, they're not. They're not in the same square.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna hit the one next, the one that would get an attack opportunity. Let's try this. Great Weapon Master attack.
Roll on that one and cut my head off.
Does a 15 hit the vampire?
15 hits exactly.
Good. Wow, that was shit damage on the bonus, but 26 weapon 26 slashing damage, 7 radiant damage. So just that was the one above.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There we go. Ow.
I just smile at it. There's more where that came from, Cupcake.
Animated halberd has reached and is going to slash at you, Zorm. Because it's a halberd.
Your mother was a wood axe.
15 misses you, though.
Yes, it does. I don't have cutting words, but my words cut enough.
Esmeralda's turn. You know what? Most of this party does radiant damage, but she's going to save that one then. Actually, all things considered. So instead, she will... It's not a person. Okay. She's just gonna go to town on the one that is on Rua with her weapons.
Thank you.
11 piercing damage. Miss on the second rapier attack. Missed on the axe attack. Okay, so 11 damage.
I do like that she dual wields a rapier and a hand axe.
Yeah. Like I got dex on my first 2 attacks. My third one's strength, but oh well. I can throw my third attack if I need to. Vampire spawn. The one down here has not been hit with any radiant damage, so it regains an amount of hit points. The other 2 that are injured have been hit with radiant damage, though.
Hand axes are going to be the weapon of choice for my orc barbarian chef that I have built. Hand axes as cleavers. Cleavers are chopping,
hand axes,
slicing.
Yeah. So first off, the one that's got Krethik in its claws is going to try and bite him.
Yes, it is.
Rolls a natural 1.
Does it chip a tooth?
Yeah, it's like ah.
Gotta see the vampire dentist now.
And since only one of its attacks can be a bite, it's going to use its claw for the other attack. 15 misses.
Yep.
The other one is going to try and hit Zorm.
Your
17
mother was a vacuum cleaner.
misses.
Misses as well.
11 misses. These vampire spawn cannot roll shit tonight. The one that is on Rua is going to try and bite Rua.
It's the heavy metal. It's the heavy metal armor. It's intimidating.
23 hits Rua.
Yeah.
So you take 8 points of piercing damage, 2 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 2 until your next long rest. And then Claw, 22 hits you as well, which will be 10 points of slashing damage. And the one that's on Esmeralda is going to keep going for Esmeralda. 19 will hit Esmeralda, which will grapple her. And then 15 will miss her with the bite. They keep doing that. They land the bite, get the grapple on, or they land the claw, get the grapple on, and fail to bite with the second attack. Krathic, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, more murderiness. 19.
Yes.
No radiant on this one because I want to try and save some spells. It was 8 damage, 8 slashing damage.
Unfortunately, not magical.
And 12, I'm pretty sure misses.
Yep.
We need to get you a better weapon, Krathic.
Don't you have the Mace of Terror?
Yeah, you didn't want it.
Wait. Do I?
No, I
No,
didn't.
because Zorm has the Mace of Terror because you didn't take it for some reason.
Yes. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it's a mace of terror.
Strike terror into the hearts of your enemies.
It's very off-brand, is what I'm saying.
The silver flame doesn't carry around skulls and doom to their enemies.
And I will. Let me see if there's anything.
It's all right. When they find the Sun Sword, I feel like Krathic will want it.
Yeah.
That's
Which just
very
means
probable.
Which just means Krathic ends up with 2/3 of our holy armaments.
Just because I probably should have done this beforehand. I am going to cast Divine Favor.
All right, cool. I mean, to be fair, Krathic is also the only holy man in the party left. Because, I mean, Rua might be divine, but Rua is certainly not holy.
I'm holy.
I mean, it entirely depends on how much you count unholy goddesses of murder and bandits.
I mean, unholy is in the description.
Yep.
Unholy is the opposite of holy.
I am quite holy, thank you very much.
You do have many holes in you, yes.
And I make many holes in others.
I hate you right now, John.
But that is my turn.
All right, Janelle, you're
Wait.
up.
I just had a thought. It's a really, really, really bad thought, but I just had a thought.
Yeah.
This guy's grappled to me, correct?
Yes.
If I move, he moves with me, correct?
He's in control of the grapple. You actually can't move. Your movement speed is 0.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
However, if you decided to shove him, it would break the grapple.
I mean, I was just going to jump off the edge.
Please don't suicide.
I could
off the
shove
edge,
this
Krathic.
person and be safe and out of a grapple, or I could run off the edge myself.
I mean, if you want to go over the edge that badly, I do have a boot.
And
That is
position
something I consider.
jump and then try to position so I'm on top.
I mean, also, the other option is because they're in control of that grapple, if you fall off, they have the option of just letting go.
Yeah. fair enough.
Hi, I'm taking you. Whoa, wait, where'd you go?
Janelle.
The fall.
All right. I'm going to attack the one that's on Rua.
Thank you.
And
What do you
I'm
hit?
going to attempt another stunning blow.
All right, con save. What's your DC? Doesn't matter.
16.
That's a 9. They're stunned.
He is stunned, and I am going to attack him again. This time I get
Your attacks consecutively now have advantage.
advantage.
24 hits.
For
7 more.
And
I really wish there was just like a +1 button on the corners of each of these spheres, so I could just rapidly tap.
yeah, I'm gonna spend another key point to do flurry of blows.
All right.
Do it natural 20
for 15.
for 15. So we'll do it. Has he let go yet?
No.
He's very focused. I'll give him that.
He's undead. You have another attack.
Can an incapacitated creature grapple
Oh
someone?
no, that was 4.
No, that was 4.
Because stun.
Oh, I missed the extra 6. An incapacitated creature
Can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Grapples are one of those things that once they're there, they still exist. Generally. They might. I think they have disadvantage on athletics checks to try and break, but
Will they automatically fail any
strength-based checks?
I think it's ability checks or saves, but I that's stunned.
Yeah. Which they are. Rua, it's your turn.
All right.
A stun check is incapacitated, can't move, speak, only fall 3. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throw. And attacks against it have advantage.
Sorry, I was misremembering. I'm roll 20 to say my character sheet was going to be blank, which is fine. I appreciate that so much, roll 20. See, the thing is I can't do radiant damage.
Shadeo can. He just opted to go for punching.
That's fair.
They're also ranged attacks.
Yeah. They were stunned though. It would have been just a normal attack.
And a lot of my AoE is not going to work until I get free. So I'm just going to try and break that grapple.
All right, roll my athletics check.
No acrobatics is an option, or
you can use acrobatics, yeah.
Okay. I don't have a -1 to that, so I'm going to do that one instead. No. Never mind. Bonus action for healing word.
They rolled a 6. You're free.
Oh. It's not a DC-based thing for that grapple?
No.
It's a contested roll.
A lot of monsters
never mind. That one is an escape DC. Yeah. Never mind.
Usually if it attacks you to grapple you, then it's an escape DC, but yeah. All right. So no, and sorry about that. Bonus action for healing word.
Okay, go for it.
I'm casting let's make this a 3rd level on myself.
And then Zorm, you're up.
Over my shoulder at Jonelle, like just punching a vampire. If you want to swap, let me know. And I'm going to attack the one that's above Krethic.
All right, go for it.
6. That's a miss.
That is a miss.
I'm all out of my channel divinities. I'm going to use one of my war priests to use a bonus action to attack again. That's a 17.
17 is.
That's better. 20.
It's dead.
29 slashing damage, 6 radiant.
I was like, that's way over 30. It's dead.
A step over. I can see Rua. I cannot see Rua's health bar. How injured is Rua?
I am at 40 out of what would normally be 47, but is currently 45.
Okay.
So don't worry about it right now.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going to move over here so that I can move into whatever location suddenly frees up with my radiant.
Also, I can't see your health bar. How are you doing?
I'm full. Nobody's touched me.
Animated Halberd is going to go flank Krethic.
Excellent.
18 hits you?
An 18 does not. Well,
Never mind. Right, because you have your shield.
Yes, shield makes a difference.
So that'll miss you. Shield saves your life. I mean, not really. It's a halberd. It won't really do that much, but still.
I was gonna say, how much damage is that?
It's a Vorpal halberd. If it hits you, it cuts your head off.
It's only if you roll a 20 on the dice.
I support this. I support this new monster.
Animated Vorpal halberd.
Animated Vorpal weapons are the scariest monsters in the world.
This is Strahd's castle.
There's a lot of campaigns in the desperate quest to stop the apathetic neutral wizard from creating animated Vorpal swords.
I kind of want to know if that
Oh.
would work. Like, if you're a wizard and you use animate objects on a Vorpal sword, does it mean does it
Object
retain?
gives it new stats.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
The
depends.
existing property
It depends on your GM and how stupid they're willing to let you be. But the rules as writ, it would just use the animated weapon stats,
That's kind of
the
sad.
the like animated object stats.
I would probably rule that it doesn't actually break when it loses all its hit points. It just falls to the ground because magic weapon. But
Esmeralda is gonna keep stabbing the one that's on Rua because that one's been at least getting injured.
Following the adventures of that one wizard that has a bag full of swords specifically for the animate object spell.
26.
Dump them on the ground, animate objects.
Well, that's what the bag of holding is for.
That's my spellcaster at one point. I don't remember which one it was.
that was your spellcaster in my game,
Was that
wasn't it?
No, Galadir.
No,
Galadir did that, William.
I did that with someone. No, I did that with I didn't do it, but I carried around a bunch of swords for our wizard in Storm King's Thunder.
That's right, for Jeremy.
Right. Yes.
Yep, because I kept mass slaughtering with
No,
anything.
you were talking about doing that, but you never reached that level with your necromancer.
Yeah. Okay, miss. That would be a natural 20 if I had advantage, but I don't have advantage.
I mean, the nat 20 only gave it an extra 1 point of damage.
Yeah, but the not advantage means I didn't even hit at all. So
Yeah, fair enough.
So technically, the nat 20 gave it an extra 12 point of.
Vampire Spawn, the one that hasn't been hit with Radiant, gains some hit points back.
The two that haven't been hit with Radiant.
All right. Yeah.
Well, the one hasn't been attacked yet.
Yeah. Actually, no. The one that Krathik was hit only hit with his hand axe, so he also regains hit points.
I mean, he won't after this turn. And battle axe, not hand axe.
Sorry, battle axe. It's still versatile. You're still using it one-handed.
Is an axe in your hand.
Gonna try and bite Krathik.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Well, that's not good.
Bye, Krathik.
It's 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
14 points of necrotic damage. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 14.
Okay. And so what was the total damage?
20 points total. And your hit points reduced by 14.
Whoo! Still have divine favor.
Yeah. And they're gonna go for the claw. That's a 25.
Yep.
You'll deal 6 points of slashing damage. Make that save again. You made it.
So another 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, the vampire regains 14 hit points.
I might need to scrape that vampire off Krathik after all.
No, fuck this dude. I'm a fuck this guy up.
One on Rua is gonna try and bite Rua with a 10 misses. Well, the natural 20 hits Rua with the claw, though. Rua, you take 13 points of slashing damage.
Rua gets the claw.
One that has Esmeralda is gonna try and bite her. Miss with a 14.
I've mentioned that I kind of despise those movies, right? Like just low key.
They're not the greatest.
What, the Toy Story movies?
Yeah.
I liked the first one. I didn't like the
won't get
second
into it right now. Obviously, we're in the middle of the game. But yeah,
Like
I
you.
just low key do not like them at all.
Krathik, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's do a
But they're
little
so
more.
mimetic.
No. There's a 20 for 8 slashing and that's annoying. That divine favor isn't in there. 8 slashing and 2 radiant damage.
Right.
What the fuck is it with me and rolling nat fives, trying to hit this guy?
Well, you hit him with radiant damage, so you turned off his regeneration.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also doing piddly shit damage to him because I don't have a magical weapon.
Yeah.
And I don't have much to do as a bonus action, because I'm concentrating on
Yeah.
that. So
I mean, you can shove him.
yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that.
Athletics. That's a 14. Where do you want to shove him?
I feel like there. So
Shove him off the edge.
yep.
Go away.
Pew! They fall,
Oh,
taking 5d6 bludgeoning damage for the 50-foot fall. 14 halved to 7. I had too much crap on my table. I need to clear it off at some point. Oh well.
Much like the staircase.
You're not wrong. Janelle, you're up.
I'm actually now. That
Oh wait, you have movement. Yeah.
5. For those wondering, yes, I am considering it, but I don't.
Kill the halberd. Oh no, yes.
I'm assuming this is the down and this is the up.
Yes.
There's no way for me to get around there to start charging down. Okay, I will stay where I am, I suppose.
Only a 15-foot jump.
Fuck it, I'm going for it.
You're gonna try and jump to the stairs.
You want to back up and then like do a running jump?
Yep. So I will, boom, take an opportunity attack.
From the halberd, yeah. That's a 20, but it only hits you for 2 slashing damage.
Okay. Puh. This is gonna be amazing. Boom, boom, boom. Athletics, I'm assuming.
Yeah, roll me an athletics check.
16.
What's your strength score?
17.
Number of feet up to your strength score. At least 10 feet beforehand. That's more than that's less than a strength score.
Yeah.
Doesn't even require technically doesn't even require the roll. The roll's only to
jump around the vampire
to clear an
spot.
obstacle.
Yeah, which I would call the vampire an obstacle.
Hit the ground, 3-point stance, stand up. Oh look, and now Esmeralda has advantage.
Yeah. Janelle.
Well, since this guy is still stunned.
Yep, until the end of your next turn.
Yep. I am going to smack him in the face with the Radiant Bolt.
Back up.
Back up where? There's not any room.
Yeah,
there's an itty bitty bit of room. Right there.
Well, the first one's going to miss. Second one will hit.
Yes.
7 points of radiant. And yeah, I'm going to spend a key point to hit him twice more.
I mean, you've hit him with radiant damage now. You don't have to keep using Sunbolt if you want to go back to melee attacks, which have advantage.
Yeah, let's do that instead.
That hits.
from 9 and for another 9.
He's dead.
And then I am going to step forward here. And that would be it.
All right. Rua, you're no longer grappled.
Great. That's appreciated. I am gonna scoot here so I can actually see everyone. Actually, you know what?
That one particular spawn is currently on the floor, so.
Okay. I'm actually gonna move here. And I realize that puts me in range, but he has bigger problems to deal with right now.
You're not wrong.
Cure wounds on Krathic.
Okay.
So how low are you?
I have 37 hit points.
Out of
Currently 60.
all right, so you're about halfway down. I'm gonna give you a second level. They haven't been doing tons and tons.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
If that's really low, I can just
Yeah, it's good enough.
yeah, that's what I got. Second level cure wounds, and then
I like how you just have remember empowered healing put into the cure wounds text slot.
I can remove it if it's distracting, but
It's not. I'm just amused by it.
Did you want? Did you want to use it? Because you did roll 2 1s on your higher level cast.
No, that was
I
the
rolled
one
a
time when
2.
you roll the 2.
Oh, okay.
I could re-roll the 2, but I don't think it's worth the sorcery point right now. No offense,
No, it's
Krathic,
fine.
but
No, go
I
for
want to
it.
use
It's
those
fine.
later. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Zorm.
So first I'm going to use a bonus action to institute a little bit of weapon-on-weapon violence, as my spiritual weapon is still here.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. It's going to attack the halberd.
Okay. The halberd is still uninjured.
Just some
You
hot
know,
weapon-on-weapon action.
Weapon-on-weapon violence results in a disproportionate amount of destruction of halberds in this game.
I'm assuming your 27 hits.
Yes.
That's ignore the 20.
There are so many
So
inappropriate
that's
jokes.
6 plus.
I think I just made one of them.
So that's 12 points of force damage to the halberd, because this is a 4th level spiritual weapon.
Yep.
The halberd takes 4. Then I'm going to step over to the edge here. Going to approach the edge, look down upon the edge.
There's the vampire at the bottom,
and
beginning to stand up and climb back up.
I'm going to cast a 3rd level guiding bolt at him.
Damn it! Don't kill my target.
I'm killing your target.
Roll me an attack roll.
I did consider jumping
I'm
down
assuming
after.
22 hits.
So
Yes.
did I.
Again, ignore that 10. So that's 12 plus 9. I keep forgetting to uncheck that.
21.
21.
21 points of radiant damage.
Not dead yet.
Nope.
I just down the hole. I'm just gonna keep bombarding you from up here if you don't mind.
Specifically, not dead because it got a bite on Krathic and regained some hit points.
Krathic, you helped it out.
I am helpful like that.
Animated halberd is gonna slide over and attack Esmeralda because it gets advantage from the vampire spawn.
Is it smart enough to do that and not just attack me?
Yes. This is Strahd's castle.
But the heart died.
Strahd is still in command of this castle. It's 13 points of slashing damage to Esmeralda. Which then makes Esmeralda's turn, who is grappled but has advantage from Krathic. So stab this vampire. Good thing had advantage. Oh, no, that would have hit you. 11 on the first attack. 23 on the second attack. Or sorry, 7 on the second attack.
Ah, I see she took Great Weapon Mastery as well.
She's using it one-handed. She can't do that.
I hold this rapier with 2 hands to get Great Weapon Mastery. That's not how that works.
And 6 slashing damage. Brings
Now,
us
if Krethik knocks this one down into the hole, I'm following it down.
Vampire Spawn. The only damage that it's taken is the magical damage, so it's regained some hit points. It's in a bad spot. However, the other Vampire Spawn just scuttles back up to the edge and gets back on. He has to dash to do it, but he gets back up to
God
this floor.
damn it!
Fine, now he's in the range of my blade.
Chicken shit.
And the other one is going to try and bite Esmeralda. Technically flanking? Yeah, flanking with the halberd. 22. That's going to hit. For 13 points of damage, 7 of which is necrotic, which is going to reduce
I
her.
can't see Esmeralda's hit bar. How low is she getting?
36.
I also can't see.
Oh.
You can't see her hit bar because NPCs have a max hit points thing that I try not to mess with to so I don't forget what their max HP is.
No.
She's slightly above half health right now.
Okay. I can deal with that next turn. Don't worry about it.
She's taken 36 out of her 82 hit points in damage.
Yeah.
Mind you, 7. Well, she just lost 7 maximum hit points from that bite. So
I can't fix that right now, but I can get her up from how low she is.
I should have taken Greater Restoration. Think about it.
Yeah, okay, that's the first attack. Second attack is going to do 6 points of slashing damage, which puts her now below half health, having taken 42 points of damage. Which then, that will be the end of the Vampire Spawn's turn. Krethik.
Murder. Well, it's not murder because they're already dead. You know what I mean.
It's re-murder.
Make them re-dead.
No. Murder is not the one that only has to target humans. That's human frailty, I think, is the magic card.
16.
1 black. Or a creature.
16 hits, yes.
All right. You know
These
what?
are very clearly red zombies, so Doomblade would also work.
I will pump a first level
Red
smite in. So there's that. Plus roll 1d4 plus 2d8.
3d8 because they're undead.
You're right, 3d8. $17 radiant damage.
Nice.
And then second attack.
Natural 20.
How bad did it look before?
After that second attack, it's not quite bloodied, but
Fine, another first level. Who needs spell
Smash
slots?
it.
2d4 plus 68.
Yep. So there's 16 slashing and d4 plus 68. Nice, 45
It's
radiant.
fucking dead. It wasn't at half health yet, and you just ashed it.
Head goes flying.
Alright.
And that is definitely my turn.
All right, Janelle.
Okay, so guess I'm not going to do what I was going to do. So
There's a floating halberd over here that could be dealt with.
I can do practical or dramatic. Which one?
Dramatic. Always dramatic. Dramatic is the answer.
Can't you run along walls?
Yeah.
So you can just like flank this fucking vampire over here, couldn't you?
Actually, I was thinking of.
You could just like up the wall and get over there.
I was thinking of coming over here and doing a flying tackle to take the vampire over the edge.
Yes.
I mean, breaking all your bones isn't as helpful, but sure, do it.
I support this so hard.
Roll me an athletics check if you want to.
The vampire dodges, you just go
this.
flying out into space without it.
Well, don't have advantage, but so 24.
24 beats, it's 21. You take it off the edge.
Good. And I'm fine with going down.
You slam.
Use my
50
reaction
feet
to slow fall.
Yep.
Take 5d6 more damage.
Both
And,
you and the vampire take 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's slow
and I
falling.
take nothing.
All right.
I use my reaction to slow fall, so
You reduce that by 5 times your monk level, which will be 50. Yeah, you
50. So I take no damage.
You just do the roll at the end.
You grab the wall and just slide down.
Slide down,
style,
and
yeah.
he hits the ground, and I drop down beside him.
Because of how injured the vampire spawn was, you land and you look over and you just see a broken corpse.
Good
The
job,
fall
Jonel.
Rua, the only thing left is that floating halberd.
Yep, and it's going to die. Let's not waste any spells on this. So, Ray of Frost.
19 hits, roll damage. 14 cold damage. It's dead.
I did something useful this fight. Bonus action to heal Esmeralda just in case.
I look over.
Actually, no. I'll hold off for now because there's no threats and efficiency.
I've still got tons of spell slots, so I will reach over and put a hand on Esmeralda's shoulder and drop a. Actually, 3 of you are. 2 of you have reduced hit points.
I'm fine.
My hit points are reduced by a total of 2, so
Everyone
I'm
hold
fine,
still
below.
for a few minutes. I'm going to cast a 3rd level prayer of healing.
So, unfortunately, Roll20 does not have the capacity for splitting the party and putting one player on one view screen and another player on another map screen.
What's down here?
So I was about to say I'm going to refrain from box text and encounters and just assume that you run back straight back up the wall and return to your party.
Sure.
yeah. Can we not have Jonel go exploring on his own?
So 2 things.
Dying.
2 things. 1, this, I hold up my sword, which is currently glowing with radiant energy, will last for another hour. So, got plenty of light. 2, hold still for 10 minutes. As I cast a prayer of healing.
Lasts for another 50 minutes.
Another 50 minutes.
I love that prayer of healing is just, here's a mass cure wounds for low level. It just takes a long time to cast.
Yeah.
It relies upon a party that's willing to sit still for a minute when they're not taking a full rest.
Rua, Krethic, and Esmeralda all heal 25 hit points, assuming that does not take you to your reduced maximum.
I healed 13.
This is part of why I love counting damage rather than reducing your hit points, because it's so much easier to keep track of. 25.
I will fix that back to my. It looks a lot worse than it is.
I just mark
Actually, no, it doesn't
the
look that
reduction as negative temporary hit points and then reduce my.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do. Is
Mhm.
Right. Well then.
That went well.
It did.
Do we continue down?
So what did I see down below?
I refrain from box text until you get down there.
Does it
Also, I will note, just in case you forgot, because it's been a week, you did find a secret door in the fireplace that led somewhere else.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yes.
I put out the fire, and then you guys were walking the other way and
Let's
found
go
a
back and
beating heart, and we're like,
yeah. Let's go check out that fireplace. Also, Krethik, would you like to use this until we find something better? I say, holding out the Mace of Terror towards you.
No.
Sure.
I do not use evil to fight evil.
This doesn't have an alignment.
do you have any?
I look at the ridiculously sinister carved head.
I was about to say, you guys have seen what the mace looks like.
Oh yeah.
So I'll look it over. Are you sure you have nothing else of a magical persuasion?
Me?
Uh,
No.
Yeah.
I mean this, but Krethik doesn't use it. I say, holding up the great sword.
I am perfectly fine as I am.
Yeah,
Let me check how long Dragon's Breath lasts.
I will put the Mace of Terror back on my hip. It genuinely doesn't have any alignment requirements. It just terrifies people.
And looks scary.
And looks scary.
It looks evil as fuck.
Oh yeah, no, looks evil as fuck.
But while you guys are discussing that, I'm assuming you walk back into the foyer to look through the secret doorway in the fireplace, which leads to another room.
I will take point.
This room has impending box text.
I step into the box text.
There is box text for literally everything here. Okay.
I mean, it's a Wizards of the Coast dungeon crawl. Of course, there's box text for everything.
Resting on the floor of the smoke-filled room is a closed chest surrounded by piles of gold, silver, and copper coins. The fittings and clawed feet on the chest are evidence of great workmanship. Attached to the east wall are two torch sconces. The southernmost one holds a torch with an intricate metal base. The other is empty. A skeleton in broken plate armor lies against the wall. The skeleton's right hand is on its throat, and its left hand holds the matching torch from the empty sconce.
That's not ominous at all.
1, there's treasure in here. 2, probably traps. I'm going to look for traps.
Yeah. I will also look.
But what would you have me roll?
Uh,
Also, whether or not it's relevant, I will put this in that for you. I do have the observer.
I'm going to examine
Is there a reason I'm much further into the room than everyone else?
When he just grabbed our token.
I just grabbed all your tokens and moved you.
I don't care. I was just wondering because if I died to it, I wanted to know why.
Roll me
I guess
an...
I'm investigating, so I'll get it.
Yeah, it's roll me an investigation check. Any of you who are looking for traps.
Not a perception check?
No, but I will keep in mind your passive investigation and perceptions.
I do not have advantage, so that's a 2.
That doesn't work quite as well.
10. My passive investigation, 18.
Yep. So, based on your passive, you do notice that I mean, the obvious thing that seems notable is the torch sconce, with the skeleton holding one of the torches. And the skeleton is a dead giveaway that there is a trap somewhere in this room. And there's only 2 things in this room that there are 3 things in this room that can be interacted with. There are 2 torch sconces and a chest. You have a 3-in-1 chance of guessing what the trap is.
Torch sconces. No,
I'll
'cause
peek
he
my
actually,
head in and look around as well as they're sort of
he has a
thinking.
torch sconce. I'm assuming he died to the chest.
Unless he died taking the torch off the wall.
I feel like he'd be over by the torches in that case.
I mean, he is by the torches.
I thought he was like in the middle.
He kind of is. The torch sconces are like right above his shoulder.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was standing over him.
I'm gonna investigate his armor. Does his armor
Hey,
look
with the natural 20, which one is it?
As you look around, the chest is trapped.
Rua will. Unless you have the proper tools, I would avoid that chest for the moment.
Do I have any way of telling how this person died? Like what killed them? Being a healer of some renown.
Roll me a medicine check.
$26.
Looked like asphyxiation. There aren't any signs of trauma, which implies that he just died naturally. The skeleton's badly decomposed, so you can't tell if it was poison or anything, but there doesn't seem to be any residue from the very viscous poisons that tend to be used in this place, which leads you to assume that nothing outright attacked him, so he probably was sealed in here and then just slowly choked to death.
I believe the trap probably closes the door, I say, pointing at the fireplace.
Do we care about what's in here?
I mean, treasure.
Treasure is not why we're here, though.
Not why you're here. I explicitly stated when upon meeting.
In this treasure that could help our crusade. Would that be a more suitable explanation?
We can try to brace the door open.
Or just...
Can anyone here teleport?
Not right now.
There's plenty of furniture out there.
With that natural 20 investigation as well, Rua, you also notice that while you can't figure out the mechanism with the check, you do notice that there is another secret door in the back wall by Krethik.
So I'll sort of walk over towards where Krethik is and place my hand not quite on the wall, but against it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a path through this way as well.
Can we open it up? Maybe it leads to more treasure.
Is there a where it is?
Yes.
Are there one of the sconces right near it?
Yeah, that's where the two sconces are at.
Grab yank.
Put the candle back.
Simple solution from the paladin.
I would point out my intelligence is 8, my wisdom is 11.
No, I'm not complaining.
Oh no, yeah.
You yank on the sconce, it doesn't move.
Try turning it.
Pull, turn, twist.
Yeah, the sconce itself does not seem to move.
Let me try, and I will cast
the torch back.
I will cast a cold spell to turn the sconce off.
Neither of them are lit. There's a torch in one. The corpse is holding the torch for the other one.
I'll pull up my tinderbox and turn one of them on.
You turn one on. The one that's in the sconce is now lit.
I reach down. I follow Jonel's advice.
The torch back.
I follow Jonel's advice. Reach down, grab the other torch, and put it back in his sconce.
You put the torch back in the sconce. The secret door swings open.
I turn back to Jonel and just hold a thumbs up towards it. Have to try everything though. You never know.
I will slide back and let someone else go first.
I will, as the most armored person that doesn't have a reduced hit point pool, I will try to go first if Krethik doesn't beat me there.
I mean, Krethik was right there.
Yeah.
Very much appreciate the meat shields.
This ancient hall is choked with spider webs broken by a single clear path down its center.
Stick to the path.
Wait, Krethik, come back.
What?
I have an idea.
What?
Get back in this room.
Why?
Because I have an idea.
What?
Nothing can go wrong.
I grab the lit torch, move back to the door, and throw it at the cobwebs. I light the cobwebs on fire.
They're
And it turns out they're soaked in gasoline, and Castle Ravenloft explodes.
However, if you've ever burned a spider web, those things burn.
Yeah.
Cobwebs definitely. Fresh webs that are like still coated.
Oh
burn
yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Which
Um,
is hopefully what we'll find
you're
out right
right.
now.
These, however, are not fresh webs. There are no giant spiders in this room.
Good.
These webs just go up like a torch.
All right. There's nothing hiding in the spider webs.
Well,
Now we continue through. Actually, wait.
I'll peek in the door.
Everyone get in here, and then I'm going to go back and open that treasure chest.
How noble of you.
Before you do that, going back. If he's going to do that, coming back in here, taking one of the chairs or something, and trying to wedge it into this.
That's also a good
doorway
idea.
here.
I'll go out and grab one of the bookshelves and wedge it into the thing.
we are fucking up Strahd's home something fierce
Oh, yeah.
today.
That's yeah.
So we stick a bookshelf and a chair in the door that we
Okay.
close.
And then I'll step out over here.
And then I'm going to open the treasure chest.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Good. That's a 6.
That's amazing.
As you open the chest, fully expecting the door over next to you to shut. Instead, a cloud of gas emerges from the chest, and as soon as you inhale, your body seizes up as you are completely numbed. You are paralyzed.
I mentally sort of like try to reach. Actually, hang on. I say try to reach. Question.
Yes.
Oh, it's detect thoughts. Actually, yeah. Can I, because my mage hand is telekinesis, because of my Githzerai psionics, can I use it while paralyzed?
Githzerai are all about the merging of mind and body, though, so it still requires the somatic components.
Does Mage Hand have somatic components?
Yeah, verbal and somatic.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Do we?
Never mind.
You don't hear anything, but you also don't hear anything. You don't hear any shouts of, hey, there's
I will
coin here, or, hey, there's nothing here.
A minimum of, I will wait a maximum of 30 seconds.
And yeah, then
Let
poke
me
your
go
head in
first.
going.
I have
30 seconds pass by. You look in, you see Zorm standing there with his hand on the chest, just frozen stock still.
friend Zorm.
He doesn't respond.
I'm going in.
All right.
The chest is open, though. What do you see inside the chest before you unparalyze me?
Krethic's not looking. Krethik
Damn
doesn't
it.
care about money.
What do I see
will
inside the
slide
chest?
in behind Krethik because I actually have cleric spells. What do I see in the chest?
I mean, I can still see. It's like, what?
The coins scattered around the trap chest. The coins scattered around the trap chest total 50 gold pieces, 100 silver pieces, and 2,000 copper pieces. There is nothing in the chest.
God damn it.
I'm going to reach out,
How
put
much?
a hand. Oh, sorry.
Just put that in chat when you have a second. Don't worry.
Yeah, 1 second.
I'm going to reach out, put a hand on Zerm's shoulder, focus to the silver flame, and use 5 of my lay on hands to try and counteract.
What does 5 hit points heal? Is it any disease or poison?
Disease or poison?
Technically a sleeping gas.
Sounds like
like
poison
a
to
poison.
me.
Yeah, it would technically be poison. Yeah, you can fix that.
I've got good news. The door didn't close.
No, I see that it did not. Are you all right?
It just paralyzed me for a minute. Thank you for your assistance, Krethik.
Thanks.
You say a minute.
Flame.
It would have been 4 hours.
Yeah. Sure, that too.
I will divvy out the gold to everyone. evenly, and you can find the amounts that it is in chat.
Worth it, Gutcoin. All right, let's continue.
I will give up my half a gold piece for somebody else.
I'll take it.
I would have divided it by giving some people an extra gold piece and less silver, and some people more silver and less gold. So just redistribute the amounts of different.
fair enough.
That'd be 12 gold plus 1 silver.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, 12 gold, 5 silver.
Yeah. You would have 12 gold, 5 silver.
12 gold, 30 silver, 500 copper.
Yeah.
Total.
From the gold.
Yeah.
Essentially, like in reality, you'd split it up by giving some people more gold and less silver, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. That was riveting.
Indeed.
To the next one.
Looks like Esmeralda decided to.
Yeah, Esmeralda's like, okay, these
Like,
people are fucking
no,
around with that chest. I
Esmeralda
just need
has
to go look.
decided to defeat Strahd without us.
Move to catch
Esmeralda
up to
Brit
the-
leaves in prophecy.
In box text for this room. You can hear the rain and thunder outside, and the air here is cold and damp. Veils and curtains of webbing fill the room, making it hard to gauge its width and depth. A single narrow path leads to the dark center of the room, where a rope dangles from high above.
What are you talking about? It's 25 feet long, 15 feet wide. Does the rope dangle from anything in particular?
It's because of the webs that are not properly represented in a visual way that we can't tell. You asshole.
I'm just saying, you don't put that box text in an adventure that has maps. You can measure.
I'm walking up to the rope.
As you look up, you got some light. You can see that it is mounted to a wooden framework somewhere 50 feet overhead.
It's a bell.
Should I?
I would.
Dong.
All right.
I want to note I'm not in that room right now.
Just ring random fucking bells in the middle of Strahd's castle.
Absolutely. Fuck him.
We've been bumbling our way through this. Why stop now?
Taunt the vampire.
Bum. As 5 giant spiders descend from their perches.
I should have thrown the torch
You
in here.
guys deserve to be in the center of my area of effect spells at this point.
I'm cool with that.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it if it was actually going to hurt you, but it's not going to hurt you, so everyone else deserves it.
that is a lot of spider. for
Esmeralda doesn't deserve it.
I can exclude Esmeralda.
As the gong goes off and Esmeralda's just like, oh.
one. I asked.
And I answered.
Zorb answered. Esmeralda was in the middle. Maybe.
More things to kill for the glory of Zathamon.
So we're gonna roll some more initiative.
Because yes, the war cleric would taunt the enemies. It's my job.
You guys realize I can only resurrect one of you, right?
Okay, I've got the diamonds for more.
I don't have the spell for your diamonds. I traded that out for a spell that I'm not going to get to cast because Krethic is too far away.
Oh well.
I'm fine. I don't know about you guys.
Jonel gets webbed and all of his mobility goes away. It's like, fuck!
Krethic, you gonna roll initiative?
Oh yeah, sorry. Here I am.
I was absolutely not ready for this fight, apparently.
She's like, random rope, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh, you're misunderstanding. I fully expected there to be something that happens that's not good after we ring the bell. That's why I wanted to ring the bell. So far, we've fought a giant beating heart, a whole bunch of halberds, some vampire spawn. I'm ready for more. I haven't been hit yet. Krathic keeps hogging all the fun.
Rua, you're up first. Do you just have Cone of Cold?
I do. I have Cone of Cold. I have Cone of Cold. I'm not thinking I'm gonna do Cone of Cold because I want to save my resurrection spell right now.
The Cone of Cold's a concept.
Yes, Cone of Cold's a concept. All I'm saying is you could hit all the spiders with Cone of Cold right
Absolutely. I just need to. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to go first.
now. No worries.
Okay, I'm going last. That's kind of like first.
How dexterous has Esmeralda seemed?
Esmeralda's decently dexterous.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna feel bad, but this is the option I've got.
Do
So I'm going to. Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius, so I'm gonna plant it somewhere where it's gonna hit everything but stop before it hits me. And just be quick on your feet. Ice Storm. And that only outputted the damage, not the description.
So, what's the bonus we currently get for being next to you, Krathic?
I believe it's +4.
I'm just gonna copy and paste the description.
+4.
Sorry, Jonelle. I thought you'd be fine. I legitimately did not mean to hurt you.
I'm fine.
I didn't mean to hurt any of you, but
I am less fine.
I mean, you still only took half damage, Jonelle.
Yeah, I still take half damage, but
it's difficult terrain as well until the end of my next turn.
Do you have Empowered spell?
I
know you have Empowered Healing, but Empowered spell.
Yeah, let's see what
a brisk rain.
Looks like you have Twin Spell and Quicken Spell.
Oh, no, yeah, my third one is Empowered.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
I have Empowered Healing. Traits. It'd be really nice if they divided this slightly differently. Oh, I do have Empowered Spell.
Okay.
But I'm not going to spend any. No, I'm not spending sorcery points on this.
Okay.
I don't even know if. I assume giant spiders are bad at dodging, but I don't know.
I do need to make a Constitution saving throw.
They all take 23 points of combined damage.
Yeah.
23?
I say 22.
Sorry, 22.
22, though, halved if you succeeded your save, and some of it is bludgeoning if that matters to anyone.
Ooh, actually.
Yeah.
Janelle.
And that's all difficult terrain.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna attack the guy that's right on top of me.
You have that solar.
Which one? They are all right on top of you.
Have
the one that is literally on top.
Sorry,
of me.
sorry, yeah.
You have that solar bomb ability yet, where you're just like.
No, I don't.
That's the 14th level one. You can, however, Searing Arc Strike if you want to. Like if you take a step to your left, I think you can hit all of them with Searing, with most of them at the very least with Searing Arc Strike. Or you can just go ahead and start punching all of them. You could.
No, I'm gonna start off with hitting this guy.
Yeah, punch away.
Well,
You
natural
kill
one.
it. Your minimum damage kills it.
Oh,
And
Spell well spent.
they're far
Yep.
weaker than I thought they were.
and hit the one that's on top of Esmeralda.
Roll damage. You kill it.
Kill. And yep, I'm gonna move over here. I'm going to attack this one.
Roll damage. You kill it.
Kill it. And I'll let Zorm have some fun.
I won't because
Sure.
Esmeralda and Krethik are going before me.
Okay, that is not my fault.
Yeah, Esmeralda is just like, okay, this is stupid. And just steps up with her rapier. Kills one. Kills the other.
Also, I didn't want to spend a key point.
That was anticlimactic.
That was
You are-
boring.
That's why I was like, giant spiders only have 26 hit points.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to. Well, I didn't know exactly. Obviously, not metagaming, but I didn't think that was dangerous enough to spend the sorcery point on.
I had asked you wanted to spend the sorcery point because I was like, if you roll like 4 more damage on that 1 and that 2, you could just kill them all now.
Yeah, and that would have been cool, but I trust my allies, even if I occasionally do more damage in the fight to them than the enemies. Think before you ring random bells in a hellspawn's keep.
I did think. The more servants of Strahd that we destroy as we continue through the castle, the less of them he'll have to summon his reinforcements when we actually face him.
Oddly, I find myself agreeing with Zorm.
And I pat Krethik on the shoulder to give him a second level cure. Since he's the one that took the most damage out of all of them.
And I'll look to Jonelle. My apologies, and cast Cure Wounds on you. Or cast Healing Word, I guess.
15 back, Krethik.
Sweet.
No, let's make it a Cure Wounds. That's
You
that's better.
don't need to do too much.
Yeah, it's gonna be first level, but Cure Wounds is just overall likely to be better. 11.
Okay, that puts me back at full again.
Can I take a moment to kick the spiders around? Is there anything of value in this room other than spider corpses?
Just spider corpses.
Right.
I mean, wait a minute. This was a long way through a secret door, through another secret door, to end in a room.
Can
Okay.
I look for another secret door?
You can absolutely look for another secret
Looking
door.
up in the rafters, is it just the bell?
You don't even
Above
see the
us?
bell. You just see a wooden mechanism
18.
up there. I do love that they foresaw that players would not want to heal the NPC, so they just gave her own healing potions.
Oh, is she injured again?
She is down to healing potions. She's mostly fine.
Oh. Oops.
Looking up, what
I
is
have
the
lots
bell?
of healing. I just don't know what her health is as instinctively as I do everyone else's.
Yeah.
But 18 to look for more secret doors.
Yeah, so behind some spider webs on the north wall, you find another secret door.
All right. So just cantrip frosting the spider webs as I press my hand almost to that door. Any sort of mechanism hint to how it might open?
It looks like this one should just swing open.
I'll just press on it.
Yeah, you slide it open.
Cool.
Prepare for box text.
Box text incoming.
Step back.
Duck and cover.
This octagonal vault is free of dust and cobwebs. The domed ceiling 40 feet above is painted black and sparkles with a display of stars in unfamiliar constellations. Barely contained within this vault is a square tower, 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides and a battlemented roof.
Huh. I'm going in
There's
there.
a castle
Within the castle.
within the castle.
Yo, dog, I heard you like castles as I step in.
Yep.
Is there an entrance to this tower?
Yeah.
I will move to the entrance of this.
You open the door, yeah.
Yes, I open the door. I get hit in the face with a trap.
No, you have to pause for box text. We're in the sort of cutscene right now, and it hasn't quite.
You step inside a Darren's instant fortress.
This is probably a place we can rest, actually. Do I recognize it as that?
You've done enough planar travels and dealt with enough powerful wizards that, you recognize Darren's instant fortress.
Do I forget that you are actually, like, those are typically safe places to stay in, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like tiny castles.
Yeah.
I mean,
I poke my head back out. This is an instant fortress. If we can find a part of it, we can figure out how to take it with us.
I have to ask, just to be fair. Normally, instant fortresses only open based on a command word.
Actually, they open based on a door. They only resize to be carryable based on a command word.
Door opens only at your command. The door opens only at your command, which you can speak as a bonus action.
It is specifically noted that this one can be opened, at least in this text.
Okay.
There are 2 means of entry. So, inside, littered across the ground of the instant fortress, you find 50,000 copper pieces.
Holy shit, guys! I've died and gone to heaven.
10,000 silver pieces. 10,000 gold pieces. 1,000 platinum pieces. 15 assorted gems, each worth 100 gold.
Are any of them diamonds?
Some of them are probably diamonds, but they're only 100 gold diamonds.
Are there enough 100 gold diamonds to be a spell component?
How many gems are there?
15 gems is probably about 5 diamonds. So 500 gold worth of diamonds.
Hand goes to one of the people with that spell.
Amount of diamonds.
There is a shield emblazoned with the stylized silver dragon that is the emblem of the Order of the Silver Dragon, which some of you have encountered.
Ooh.
I think we all have. Oh no, all but one.
Yep.
The upper floor of the tower contains 10 more pieces of jewelry, which are 250 gold piece each, in a red velvet sack. An alchemy jug, which I will not bother wasting time letting you know. The shield, by the way, is a +2 shield.
I can go.
Yup.
A helm of brilliance.
Hello.
A +1 rod of the Pact Keeper. Unfortunately, your warlock is gone.
I mean, if you kill the hobgoblin, a new warlock will appear.
But then who's going to use the shield and the amulet?
And an unlocked wooden coffer with 4 compartments, each one containing a potion of greater healing. So 4 potions of greater healing. Also, on the ground floor, in a place of very special ornament, is a single ornamental hilt of a sword.
I pick it up.
Can I do an arcana to try and see what it might be?
I'm doing that right now.
You can both roll me Arcana.
I will roll my Arcana with a -1.
But
all right, so I may have to bring Gallery Gabrieff into this game.
But as soon as you pick the sword up,
it strikes you dead.
Zorm, you hear anything, but you feel a sensation from this sword, this transmission of emotion, this elation to be held by a new hand, and a desire to be brought to battle against Strahd.
And I turn it on.
You flick the switch on the hilt.
It's a psionic spirit blade.
You twist the blade around and look at it for a moment, and almost as if sensing your inquisitiveness, a blade of solid sunlight emerges from the hilt.
The longsword?
It's a longsword, yes.
Krethic, I have a present for you.
I look at it. Interesting.
Also, I think we found the thing.
I think this would be the treasury.
That's why we killed the spiders, to find the treasury.
Is this the treasury of Strahd, or is the treasury of one who came to defeat him?
I mean, it's a treasury. Did the prophecy specify? I look at Jonelle, who's the only one who was alive to hear it originally.
It didn't specify as to whose treasure it was.
It was specified as behind several secret walls, the treasury of Castle Ravenloft.
Sweet. We found it, guys. We can now go kill Strahd after we rest here.
After a short nap.
So, William, Rua hasn't been in the areas of Ravenloft outside of the castle at all, correct?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I'm taking this helmet.
So in everyone's journal, I will show you the appearance of the weapon. And then
it's a lightsaber.
No.
It is specifically the sword of light from Slayers.
for Krethic specifically, I will give the Sunblade magic item, which is what it functions as.
Cool.
So we will take a moment to divvy this out amongst each other while taking a long rest.
As we all become encumbered with Zorm's greed.
Jonelle really doesn't care about the money. He'll take a little bit, but that's it. I'm just going to take enough to even out my gold.
I suggest we come back for it. So we are not like, we're going to get to you, Strahd! Crawling across.
Greed is certainly a powerful trap for those that adventure.
I don't know what you're talking about as I'm dumping money into my bag.
So I know you have a high strength, but you have to reach the you can't move level of encumbered at some point.
I'm only I haven't added all the money in, but I'm only carrying.
No, the money is what I'm talking about.
Let's see.
The money is what's gonna get you encumbered.
Let's see. Let's see if it does. I don't know how much weight it's gonna add.
I play in your game and have a lot of gold on that character.
Oh yeah, no, just the copper makes me over encumbered.
Told you.
Jonelle will take enough to give him.
No, to be fair, encumbrance is an optional rule that I'm not exactly bothering with. So
okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess we can do this.
But yes, and you do pick up immediately. You got this weird sensation from it, Zorm, but Krethic, as soon as you attune to the Sun Sword, it is sentient. It doesn't communicate with words. It communicates by expressing emotion to you, but it is a living weapon.
All right.
Krethic gets the sword and shield.
Let's see.
And
yay! I emit light now.
Yay!
I don't need to stick close to one of the people with a torch.
Rua will sort of squint and, well, that's a spell I didn't need to prepare. Please keep that away from me.
I'm sorry?
Eyes.
The drow
Yeah.
glares at you a bit. He's
Okay,
very
in all fairness, I'm from Eberron. Our drow live on an island. I live on an island, and are very secretive.
Hey, our drow live underground.
Kresik
and
just
also
thinks you're Kresik just thinks you're an elf. He doesn't see color.
That's true. He's actually legitimately colorblind from getting hit in the head with a very sharp object.
Are you sure he's not colorblind because his eyes are entirely cataract from frostbite?
That too. Does there
not be as impacted as my ancestor?
As I test roll and net on it.
You're not used to the weight of this thing yet. You'll get used to it. It has no weight.
There we go. That's better. Okay, yeah, cool. It's all in there.
While we're resting,
Kresik takes a chunk out of the wall as you swing this thing around.
While we're resting, I do try to see if I do want to sort of like check around the tower and see if there's any way to find out what the command word.
Not really.
While we're killing Strahd. By the way, do you know the command word for your?
But the only person you can think who would know is Strahd.
What's the alchemy jug?
Hey, so you're level 10, right?
Yep.
If you want, you could ask.
Oh yes, I will ask. I will commune. I will ask Zerthamon if he knows the command word.
I will GM roll 1d100.
If it's less than 10, then I get an answer. Please tell me you rolled a 1.
Hi, William. Sorry about this.
As you beseech Zerthamon for guidance, a single word is whispered into your mind.
Are you kidding me?
and you cannot use divine intervention again for another 7 days.
Fucking kidding me?
That is one of the only times I've seen a divine intervention work, and I'm so happy that it was the Githzerai
Are you
wanting to.
And what did you roll?
Kidding me?
I rolled a 6.
Wait, guys, wait.
I am
check this
Agent
out.
Strahd.
Everyone step outside. I say the words.
The fortress shrinks down.
This is mine now.
So you have
We're all going to
treasure.
use
You have
store
your
things
treasure
in it,
now.
so we don't die under the weight of our own coin.
No, absolutely, yes. I will bring it back out so we can store things in it.
Yeah.
You actually cannot shrink the instant fortress unless it is empty.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Can't actually store.
Oh. Whatever. Okay, we'll just die under the weight of our we don't have encumbrance rules.
I am. Kresik is, well, probably not taking most of his money, but not taking any of it currently because he wants to be able to walk to get to Strahd.
Leave it on the floor.
Are we playing with encumbrance?
You're
or
not playing with encumbrance rules.
Okay, then I am
You can
taking
take the
my
money
share.
if you want to.
I am taking
Janelle-
my share at this time.
Absolutely.
Janelle's taking enough to give him 100 gold, and that's it.
I'll take what you don't.
Okay, it takes
Kresik is
59 gold.
Kresik is going to take a fair amount of the money, knowing that he is going to be giving it to his church.
Mhm.
I will take my platinum, my gold,
And the silver.
the silver. Yeah,
And leave the copper
the silver flame has no use for
Yeah.
for coppers.
coppers.
Janelle essentially takes 59 gold to give himself an even 100, and that's it.
So that means you leave behind 2,401 gold.
I like how you're keeping track of this like you're not immediately going to fight Strahd and end the campaign.
Yep.
I don't.
It
this
matters to me.
This matters to the two of us, clearly. Gold.
I like how you also not offered Esmeralda anything. She's
Esmeralda is free.
Esmeralda's welcome to my
If she doesn't
share.
mind, can take can take Jonel's share, and she can have the copper Krethic left, which should more than compensate for not getting quite as much gold.
That's fine. Give Esmeralda Jonel Shelton.
We pay our NPC in Betty.
No, because Jonel's not taking the platinum.
No, we pay our NPC in fucking platinum.
Yeah, we pay.
Okay.
Paid our
the
NPC.
way the wealth ended up being divided out, she gets more than the rest of us, but she also happens to get some of that in pennies. So we're giving her a penny tax, essentially.
Esmeralda gets 12,500 copper, 2,500 silver, 2,441 gold, and 250 platinum.
Yeah.
She's more than
She
well
has the
compensated.
capability on her own now to tank the entire economy of Ravenloft by using the wealth of the current monarch. You know, given that this resets, it doesn't really matter. But
what we're saying is the Vistani just got an upgrade in their living conditions.
William, did you give me the...
there's nothing you can buy, though. That's the problem with wealth on this scale, is you can't actually use it.
It's in your journal there in the Instant Fortress.
No, also the Helm of Brilliance.
Oh, the Helm of Brilliance. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
And who wants the alchemy jug?
I'll take the alchemy jug.
I can't use shield, so
I can't use any of the other magical items.
Does the shield seem magic or no?
The shield's a +2 shield.
Jeremy, do you want a +2 shield?
Yeah, I already took it.
He has the +2 shield and the sun.
Also, you don't know this yet, but as danger approaches, the shield whispers to warn you of danger, granting you a +2 bonus to your initiative rolls while it's
Yes, I no longer have a negative to my initiative.
So
take a long rest.
500 gold worth of diamonds is a Revivify, correct?
Yes.
I thought it was 300.
No, 500 gold worth of diamonds is a Raised Dead. Revivify is
okay, so I'm taking the diamonds, so I have 2 castings of Raised Dead. Obviously, you can then split up my diamonds.
Are you a sorcerer of good alignment?
Yes,
I'm handing you the icon.
Okay.
Icon of Raven.
Drew will take it, and I will attune to it, but doing so, I will also say, I feel my goddess's displeasure.
I am wearing, as I attune to this gaudy ass helmet that's filled with gems and diamonds and gold. I don't.
Zerthamon's like, yeah.
Show them the helm of brilliance.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna hit the show to players button on the helm of brilliance. That is.
I'm not wearing that.
It's one of the best item pictures.
I am now wearing that with pride. I'm going to Photoshop that onto my character art. It's going to be great.
Do it! Oh, I so support this.
Just funk.
Oh, that helmet is so gaudy.
It's the
it is not showing up for us, but
it's the gaudiest. It showed up for the audience, but it is the gaudiest thing in the world.
Here, let me see if I can find my magic item handouts.
I'm back to having the icon.
All right. So now that we've had a long rest in a safe place.
Yep. Oh yes.
Long rest.
Do I get my?
Yeah, I took control of the tower, so I'll make sure that it closes and stays closed.
The temporary hit points were until you take a long rest, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
The vampire loss of hit points.
Yay! I have hit points again.
You'll have hit points and spells and everything.
I do not have negative 16 spell slots. I'm not sure how that happened.
William, have you determined how many gems how many of each of these gems this helmet has, or do I need to roll that?
It literally just says a helm of brilliance, so I'm going to assume. 1 second.
I can roll that if you want.
Let me see if it says anything. Helm of brilliance. Yeah, just go ahead and roll me a d10, a 2d10, and a 3d10, and a 4d10.
Yeah. Because when I leveled up, I was like, oh.
Aww.
I've got 1 diamond, 13 fireballs.
All right, that's better.
Oh, sorry, no. 13
Wall of fire.
walls of fire. 18 fireballs.
It's not bad.
And 20 daylight spells.
Oh shit!
That'll be useful.
Daylight is not
To
the
be
one that
fair,
damages.
daylight is not sunlight.
Daylight actually does not make sunlight, stupidly.
Yeah, daylight does not make sunlight.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, there's because there is.
Also-
It's the naming convention that makes it dumb.
As
It's
long
the
as
fact
I
that it's
have-
still called daylight.
As long as I have at least 1 diamond, the helm emits dim light in a 30-foot radius around me.
We are now a Rube.
When at least any undead, when it emits 30 feet of dim light, when at least 1 undead is within that area. Any undead that starts its turn within that area takes 1d6 radiant damage on the beginning of its turn. So I have an automatic vampire regeneration stopper. As long as the helm has 1 ruby, so I'm never spending that diamond. As long as the helm has 1 ruby, I have resistance to
Prismatic
fire
Spray is a
damage.
dangerous spell.
It is, but I'm never spending it. I only have 1 of them. As long as the helm has at least 1 ruby, I have resistance to fire damage. As long as it has at least 1 fire opal, I can use an action to speak a command word to cause 1 weapon I am holding to burst into flames. The flames are harmless to me and to the weapon, and when I hit, it does an extra 1d6 fire damage.
And emits more bright light.
And emits bright light for 10 foot and dim light for another 10 foot.
Also, read the downside.
Roll a d20 if you are wearing the helm and take fire damage as a result of failing a saving throw against a spell. On a roll of 1, the helm emits beams of light from its remaining gems. Each creature within 60 foot of the helm, other than you, must succeed a DC 17 dexterity saving throw or be struck by a beam,
disco ball,
taking radiant damage equal to the number of gems in the helm. The helm and its gems are then destroyed. Yes, I turn into a 1-time radiant disco ball.
So I was watching. What's the zombie game with like all the go-karts and the motorcycles and the craziness?
I know the one you're talking about. Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Dead Rising improv weapon.
Yes, it absolutely is.
I will point out that the helmet is destroyed if you roll that 1.
Yep.
Yep.
So, spellcasters with fire spells just like ruin your day. Because you have to roll a d20 every time you fail a saving throw against a spell that deals fire damage.
Fortunately, I don't have very many of those. Except for me. Adding these spells.
And this party has instantly become a walking Ruabane.
Yeah, Rua is clearly like.
Your camera just went.
Oh, sorry, John.
Yeah, not only did your camera just go, it also shifted everyone clockwise.
I don't know why, but is it back yet?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
He's
I
gotta
probably
reorient.
jostled a cable. Sorry about that.
We are also way more equipped to deal with Strahd now.
Oh my god, my armor class is now 22.
And all your damage is radiant.
And I have a lightsaber. An intelligent lightsaber.
That wants to kill Strahd.
Yes.
And I've got a whole bunch of fire.
It's almost like the Demiplane of Dread wants you to kill Strahd, and so it left the best treasures very close to where he's at.
Yep.
Speaking of William, GM ruling just in advance on this. I still have, even though Grethig no longer needs it, the Holy Weapon spell that I'd never actually put the text in for. Would that successfully affect Esmeralda's weapons?
Does Holy Weapon affect self, or can it target someone else?
Yeah, Holy Weapon is one weapon you
It's
can.
a weapon.
Yeah, you can cast it on Esmeralda's rapier if you want.
Yeah. I might save those 5th level spots for Raised Dead, but I might.
That's a good weapon. Also, you can still cast it on the Sunblade. It'll just do extra radiant damage.
That's actually fair. Casting it on the Sunblade would be kind of funny. The reason I took it is because I can't take magic weapon, but I wanted to have something to buff the paladin who didn't have a magical weapon.
But, give Esmeralda radiant damage and then let everyone in the party deal radiant damage.
I don't deal radiant damage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you don't have any radiant? Oh, yeah.
I have a few necrotic spells, but Holy Weapon is my only, and I don't have a weapon to use it with.
Fair enough. All right, if we're all prepared, should we go find the tomb of the man that Strahd envies most?
We should indeed. Probably going to be down.
Likely, yes. Tombs are usually beneath the earth.
Though this castle did reorient itself, although we killed the thing that was reorienting it, theoretically. So,
possibly.
Perhaps we should head downwards from the heart. The heart seems important.
Good idea. Let's do that.
All right, so you all head down from the heart. Hang on, I'm going to group you all up in a bundle so that I can just copy.
And I take the tower with me.
You take the.
I feel like whether or not we die to Strahd, that was the victory of this campaign.
We took his little treasure.
No, see, what I do is I take the instant fortress, I throw it at Strahd, and I activate it. If we're all like low on health and need to recoup for a minute, activate it so it smashes him in the face. Then we all pile in, close the door, and take another long rest.
You use it as a rod of recovery.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That's a bad plan, but it's a good plan.
It can be destroyed.
This is why I said it's a bad plan that's a good plan. Not that this is a good plan.
Okay.
So, William,
go ahead and paste your group over here, and then delete the group that's over there.
For future reference, I have a question for you.
Yes.
It's a rules question. Shield Master specifically says, when not incapacitated, you add your shield AC bonus to Dex saving throws against a spell or other harmful effect that targets you.
It targets only you, yeah.
My shield is a +2, so does that mean that
yes, that increases the bonus that you add to your saving throw.
Okay.
Shield Master is designed to benefit from good shields.
So the spell only targets me. I have a plus total with my paladinness of a +8.
Yep.
So
which gives me a total of +7 actually, because I'm on minus.
+7 +7 to your saves against disintegrate.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
And so yeah, as you follow the stairs all the way down, you eventually end up back on the ground floor.
Oh.
As I have
could you add a light source to me?
Yes. What radius are you? I was going to ask you, but everyone got caught up in conversation. What radius are you keeping the light at?
That's right, because you can
you can manipulate the radius.
It
can go as broad as 30-30 or as as small as 10-10.
Let's do 15-15.
Okay, so
we don't want to go too crazy.
I feel like between a light
realize you are walking next to Zorm, so
a light spell, a Helm of Brilliance, and a sword. We're a little bit of a neon blinking light for the vampire who lives in darkness, but
yep.
Fine, if he gets too close to me.
Range is always appreciated.
If he gets too close to me, he starts burning anyways.
And then I will use the holy symbol to make sunlight.
And then I can cast the dawn spell.
And then Ruhr just explodes from the level of migraine he is currently.
Ruhr is just like Rua's drow blood is like, fuck this, I'm out, I'm gone, bye.
Yep.
No, mechanically she's not affected. Fortunately, that's otherwise I'd be in a lot of fun right now.
Yeah, so you all emerge from the staircase.
All right.
All right, let's see if there's any more stairs going down.
Hey, look, there's more stairs going down.
Wait for the box text.
There's no box text for these stairs.
Holy
Ah!
shit! This
Go
must be
quick,
the right way.
quick,
Go,
before
quickly,
the box
before-
comes.
Before it
I
catches
will
us.
take note of the other path that heads the other way, but not go down it.
we
We're-
we are
have
speed
escaped
running this castle.
There was no box text, so we panicked.
No, we're just doing a speed run.
It's one of those things where you're in a game that at every single room loads some text, and then you get to the one room that doesn't load text, and you're like, I'm gonna walk into this and I'm gonna die. There's gonna be a cutscene in the middle of the room instead of at the beginning. The boss fight.
We continue down the stairs.
What do you do?
Does anyone else not see the background? Oh, never mind.
It popped. All right.
Let's
Those
go.
levels where you're just wandering around, then you suddenly.
All right,
initiate
pause for
the
box text.
Bam!
Oh, shit, it
Fuck my
found us.
nose.
You suddenly initiate boss cutscene.
This dark passage runs for 20 feet, connecting an archway to the west and an ascending stone staircase to the east. To the north and south are 4 10-foot square alcoves cluttered with rotting cots and dirty rags. The ceilings here are covered with yellow lichen.
Lichen as in the moss, not lichen as in ropes, right?
Yellow werewolves all over the ceiling. No,
Okay, that's
as in the
interesting.
moss.
I had light.
Oh, right, because I copied your token before it had light. 1 second.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Your fleeting light source.
It's only a temporary. All right. Feed
And
me
then
more box text.
more box text in the center room, yeah. This 30-foot square room is a shambles. Scattered furniture. I almost said furniture. Scattered furniture, because it was cut off with the hyphen because of the line break. Scattered furniture lies in heaps near the walls. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed plate armor. Shields and swords jut from the walls as if driven into them by some tremendous force. 2 doors stand opposite one another in the center of the north hall and the south wall. The north wall and the south wall, not the north hall. A dark archway leads out through the east wall, which is the one you came through.
You sure there are no lycanthropes in this room?
Just more like him.
I vote this door.
Sure. Anyone have a stronger desire to go north?
It's as good a direction as any.
South it is.
We've been going south since we got in this place, so
No, we had to go north to go back out.
I meant going south.
Think of more metaphorical sense.
Down is not south. Did you never learn how to read a map?
It is a figure of speech where I come from.
Down is an actual direction where I come from, so you have to specify.
All right, pause or box text.
Oh shit!
Dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered like toys about the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls and the 20-foot high vaulted ceiling are a sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls, arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a long table constructed of bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table, resting atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not. Above these eastern doors is the mounted skull of a dragon.
Hey, found it. Two questions. First of all, I've read this R.L. Stine novel. Second, does my helmet start emitting a 30-foot dim light? It emits 30-foot dim light whenever there's undead within.
No.
Okay. So the table's not alive.
This is foul.
I pointed that at the dragon skull. I think we were looking for that.
Indeed, we were.
Who wants to bet that the rest of his bones are on the other side of it?
Didn't we specifically want the skull?
Yeah, you wanted the skull.
I'm just saying.
Now, what did we need the
skeleton
skull
dragon on the
for?
other. We had to take it back to the place to free them from their curse.
Yes, was what you were told.
Oh, right.
Now, or are we completing our duties here?
Complete our duties here and then take it back after.
Post ending credits, go back and fulfill the last side quest.
Yep.
Who wants to bet that there's a dragon skeleton?
That's what we do to get the 100% completion.
Exactly. We're returning to the Animus.
We're at like 60% completion. We have dropped a lot of quests.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we really have.
Yeah, so sort of.
We neglected to look into anything at the Abbey,
Yeah.
There's like 14 side zones that you haven't even looked at.
I know.
Yeah. No, it's one of those games where you're finishing, you're like the completion score. It's like, oh, I didn't actually see very much, huh? Then I will. Well, we are in the crypt, so hopefully the crypt is the crypt is the crypt.
Oh. These doors look promising. Let's try these. Everyone would like to gather around.
Look over on 3.
Once everyone's here. 3.
Here, let me go ahead and move the other people.
1, 2,
3.
You open the doors into a faithful box text.
Ha! Kick the doors into the box text.
This hall stands in deadly silence. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot-high ceiling. Fog clinks to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposefully down the corridor toward you.
Hello, dark figure. Does my helmet ignite?
No, actually.
Damn it.
I step forward and
Is it approaching, like, angrily going to attack you, or?
Not really.
What does it look like when it gets close enough that we can see it?
So, one moment.
Hold for box text. We found Igor.
Yes, you did, and he's got a lot of information that is not necessarily for you.
Blah, blah, blah. Shut up, we're Strahd.
Okay, yeah. So first off, let me just hand you his handout because this man is impossible to describe.
I mean, someone had to for the artist to do their job.
Or the artist drew something and then the people were like, yeah, we can use that. That looks good.
Hunchback lycanthrope. With a duck foot.
That's a very simple way of putting it.
I mean, am I wrong?
I mean, that's a fucked up lycanthrope. He's got a duck's foot.
Yeah, he's got a duck foot and then like a hairy half-wolf arm on one side.
And mouse ears.
And mouse ears.
And a sort of pseudo-bear face.
He's saying, kill me.
It does seem like that does seem to be the case.
You've seen this kind of creature before at the Abbey of St. Markovia.
I wasn't at the Abbey of St. Markovia.
Jonelle has.
Yeah, Janelle's seen this kind of creature before. But as he approaches, visitors to the castle, you shouldn't be down here. You should retire to your rooms.
Where is Strahd?
As a point of order, our room that we are trying to retire to is the crypt of Strahd's dead brother. If you would be so kind as to guide us there.
No. Guests aren't to enter the crypts. It's for the royal family only. Please, you should retire to your rooms.
We're sleeping in that crypt. Where is it?
Where is Strahd?
It is
Rua
not...
will step forward and your hospitality is appreciated, but we are expected in the crypt.
The master will not be pleased.
I'll lean over to Krethik. Strahd
The
is in that
master is
crypt.
very rarely pleased.
I understand your concern, but he is well aware of our actions and our intent.
Do as you wish. I shan't get in your way, he says as he sort of turns and shuffles off into this room off to the side.
Did
Tell
he
us
tell
which-
us where it was or no?
Nope.
Could you tell us where it is?
It's not my duty to inform you of the places around the castle.
You have a map?
Only to show you to your rooms.
Well, fine then.
I'm just gonna point down where there's like the columns of.
I'm sure
I think
that's probably a
third.
curtain or something, yeah.
I'm heading that way.
Is there any names carved above the doors?
What's his room look like? Oh, it's just a room.
That's certainly a way to describe that place.
I mean,
So there is a
it's sort of a blood den.
yeah. Actually, for Rua, it's just a room is actually a really.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's Rua. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is Rua.
I do.
Yeah, Rua's like, he's got a room.
I do peek
Okay.
my head in the door.
You peek your head in and get hit with box text.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I feel like in the next Deadpool game, they need to do that with all of the box text. Just have it like drop on his head or something.
Or just like he opens a door and it smashes him in the face.
A horrible odor of decay fills this steaming hot room. A huge pot bubbles over a blazing fire pit in the center of the room, its green muddy contents churning. The far wall is lined with pegs, hanging from which are numerous large cooking implements, some of which could easily double as implements of torture. As Cyrus goes back to cooking, he steps over to
What's going on over here as he approaches?
Fancy room you've got here.
You know,
He just has his own bedroom. It's not the crypt.
No, it's not. Kind of messy though. You should clean up after yourself.
All right, so you head over to the east wall where the portcullis
Yeah.
is.
Yep. Head back over that way.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Have the
see.
tools.
There was
Clean up.
notation about the portcullis. 1 second.
of course there is.
I get to the second door, see the puddle of blood leaking out from underneath it, because there's a puddle of blood leaking out from underneath it. On the
Yeah,
map.
there is. There
I
is.
just bang on the door. Clean up your shit.
So you peer through the portcullis. Arched frames of stone form a low, wet ceiling over this wine cellar. Great casks line the walls, their bands rusting and their contents long since spilled onto the floor. A few hungry rats make their home here, but upon your sudden arrival, they retreat to the shadows.
Nothing of import to me.
Unless there are secret doors in there like there are in half the other rooms.
Can I make a check for secret doors?
Yeah, I'll look around to see if we can. It's a
You
long,
roll investigation.
expansive hall.
I mean, it was gonna fail eventually. I don't actually have a modifier. Plus, that's a 5.
There do not appear to be any secret doors in this hallway.
That's a
Okay.
20.
There do not appear to be any secret doors in this hallway.
Cool. Any way to open this portcullis?
You can try and lift it.
I'll try and lift it.
Roll me a strength check.
I will beseech Zerthamon for guidance.
Okay.
The man's like, I already did shit for you today. Fuck off.
Hey, a cantrip is always on.
Yep, that's pretty much what he said.
Wait. 10.
You lift. This rusty portcullis is not going anywhere.
Krathic, give me a hand.
Why?
Because there might be a secret door in there.
What about this door back over
Also, I really want to piss in Strahd's wine.
Yeah,
He
we're
doesn't
going.
seem to be using it.
What about
He's
this?
just turning around and walking away.
That's not the point, Rua.
Ruo will sort of point at the stairs, shrug, and go to follow Krathic.
I'm opening this
I'll
door.
follow after.
All right.
No one apparently wants to join me in pissing Strahd's wine.
Nope.
Open the door for more box text.
Yay, box text.
This dusty 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor has a flat ceiling 10 feet overhead. To the south, a web-filled stairway spirals down into darkness. The north end of the hall ends at a wooden door, which is the door that you're in now.
Ah, stairs that go down. Crypts below.
Excellent.
Stop. Right there, Krathic.
God damn it.
Look out!
It's a dexterity save, probably, so you...
As you step through onto that trap.
If it's a dexterity save, you get to add your shield to it.
Yep.
Unless it fills the entire hallway.
True that.
The entire
You
hallway.
noticed I no longer enter rooms with you, idiot.
How close were you guys following behind him?
Like, about as
I
close as we are
wasn't.
now.
I was still in
Yeah.
the next room over.
Fair, I would say, probably say about where we're at now.
Yep. If it hits me with fire, it's going to be a great to see if my helmet goes disco ball.
How much do you weigh, Krathic?
Not an insignificant amount. 250 pounds.
Plus
Okay.
armor.
Nothing happens.
All right then.
Nothing visible happens.
That's a good point. That is. Does encumbrance matter for this?
Actually, yes. What you're carrying with you will matter for this particular thing.
515 pounds.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
200 pounds of equipment.
519 pounds and 80.84.
You do trigger this because you apply over 400 pounds of pressure.
Oh shit! I would have done that by myself.
I mean, just my armor and crossbow and shit.
Yeah, like just with the weapons on me and my natural weight, I would have applied that.
Okay, hang on. I need to figure out what the elevator trap does.
Elevator drop. That sounds exciting.
Sounds like it opens up an elevator. A cage opens up on the left, and a guy is standing there going, "What floor would you like, sir?"
Okay. So, Krathic, this is going to be fun.
I'm excited. Here comes Shadow, folks.
So, Krathic. Let me stay right there because that's technically when it would trigger right when you step there. When the trap is sprung, 2 steel portcullises drop from the ceiling at lightning speed to seal off this 10-foot compartment where you were standing, this 10-foot square.
God.
So you and Jonelle.
No, actually, it's him and it's the square. It's the square he's in, the square to his side, and the 2 squares south of him.
Okay.
Trapping within those creatures that triggered the trap. An instant later, the closed-off elevator is propelled up the western half of a 20-foot wide, 170-foot tall shaft to the sounds of turning gears and rattling chains.
So normally it would take 2 people to trigger this, so it would progress.
Magic sleep gas fills the compartment as it rises. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
I step up
I'm
next to
good at
Jonelle and look up
Constitution
the shaft.
It's like,
Or
That was close.
I'm
I think he took a sword.
fine.
You do not fall asleep.
I hope he doesn't
He's
die
just
and leave that
staring,
sword up there.
looking around, annoyed, disapprovingly. Actually, is probably the better way to put it.
We should get to the other side of this elevator before it comes back down.
At the same time the elevator rises, a 10-foot cube of granite suspended from heavy chains descends in the eastern half of the shaft, acting as a counterweight. The massive block lands gently at the bottom of the shaft, filling the previously open 10 foot by 10 foot space adjacent to where the elevator stood.
Oh.
The block weighs thousands of pounds and pulverizes anything in the space where it comes to rest, which fortunately none of you were standing in.
Krathik, we're gonna get you down. I look back at Rua.
Hey.
Rua, do you have any ability to slow someone's fall?
Well, sort of.
Roll me initiative, Krethik.
Okay.
Tilt her head. I can shape the water around you.
That's probably not gonna help.
19.
It's helpful more often than you would think for this sort of thing.
What am I fighting by myself?
Well, right now it's what are you doing while the elevator is rising?
No, absorb elements doesn't work for falling damage. That's what I was trying to check. Sorry, no.
Brethic, not being a genius, is just sort of standing there watching it go with a disapproving frown on his face.
You don't see anything around. You're rapidly approaching the ceiling.
Once the weight hits the ground, and I don't know if it hits the ground before Krathik hits the ceiling, I'm cutting the rope.
It doesn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I probably could have just cut the rope with a nice bolt, but I didn't.
So, if you stand there and look around disapprovingly, make me a dexterity saving throw.
As you hit the ceiling. Okay, we can bring him back once the elevator comes
Nothing
back
to
down.
help with this situation.
Yeah, no,
Can't-
neither do I.
7.
Except for healing spells when he's
You
dead.
take 44 points of bludgeoning damage as you are crushed against the ceiling.
Ow. Sprog!
Don't worry, Krathik, we got you.
That's a bad plan.
Actually, well, no, I don't know if this counts because technically it only targets me right now.
Even with your shield bonus plus 7, your like an
It would,
extra
it
4,
would bring it up to an 11.
that would still not be enough.
Okay. Ow.
And Zorm cuts
So
the
yeah,
rope.
so having no other options really, I cut the rope.
Oh shit! Oh my
Nothing else
god!
that I have I have no ability to bring him back down other than cutting the rope.
Don't just yet.
Old.
Hey, can you hear us?
Ow!
Good to hear that you're alive. If you'd done that to his corpse, he would have died all the way.
I mean, I've got raised head prepared.
Do you have any way to get down?
I look around, squished as I am against the ceiling.
I don't know that he. Hearing the sound of metal scraping on metal, I don't think it can move.
Does there appear to be any way out of this?
Hang on, you're on a different map. Let me. This is the thing about Roll20 is you can't have different maps on the screen at the same time, and this castle has a lot of verticality. Oh God, which map are you at? Okay, 47. Oh, good.
I have all ice spells. I am so useless for stuff like this.
Yeah, you're actually not in the map. You're in an area that is just beneath K47, which is up above.
Okay.
So you're in a empty shaft.
Yeah, you are currently slammed against the ceiling of what would be the floor of the floor above you.
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so.
How heavy does that stone look?
Really heavy. Heavier than I can lift.
It's gonna be a 10 by 10
It's
stone.
probably
that's
true
40.
for trying to let the pulley go slowly.
Yep.
While you're having this conversation, Krethik, a trap door in the floor opens. In the floor above you, the one that you're smushed against, opens.
Wait.
And
I have a way out.
A smiling, raven-haired, elegant, pale.
I stab him in the face.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut this now.
I am stabbing the vampire in the face.
As I'm cutting the rope.
Lightsaber. I am leaping up to grab him.
You're pinned against the
stab
floor.
him in the face.
You're currently pinned against the floor. Make me an attack.
Do I have just enough movement that I need? That I am presenting the holy symbol.
Do you want to spend that right now?
Yes.
Not just make your attack.
I really, really do.
Okay.
Do you want to use the holy symbol right now, or do you want to make an attack with disadvantage?
I want to use the holy symbol.
Do you want to hold vampire?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
We can use the tower to get up the shaft.
I am blasting him in the face with fucking sunlight.
Okay.
And a hold vampire is for when we're all there together.
So you raise the holy symbol with as much as you can and just start blasting sunlight, and Strahd just immediately Strahd just immediately just goes, no, and slams the trapdoor shut.
That's okay. For a brief instant, he got the worst suntan he has ever had. I mean, I hope he took at least some damage.
He took a turn's worth of sun damage.
I like the idea that it's no, slam, drop.
It basically is like, no, slam the door, cut the chain, the platform drops.
Oh God. So you're saying I am about to take crunch.
You're about to take 170 feet worth of falling damage.
I'm sorry. I tried to prevent this. But I guess you're yes! A turn.
Bam!
You take 40 more falling damage.
Wow, that's a lot of ones.
That was a shitty roll.
That was only 1-6.
I mean,
granted,
are you upset that I rolled 40 falling damage?
Granted, I'm still bleeding out.
Dead or unconscious dead?
I'm bleeding out currently. Okay. I am not actually.
Oh.
40 damage can't possibly bring me to insta-dead.
Oh my God.
We will do a couple of the two healers will begin curing wounds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put in a 4th level cure wound. Point.
Oh my god, I'm lightheaded right now.
Oh, that was glorious.
And if that's low, I can re-roll it. But
I just want to read.
no, you're
The
good.
sound of the elevator moving can be heard throughout the castle. Characters who are trapped or asleep in the elevator compartment are easy prey for Strahd, who can reach them by way of the trap door in area K47.
I mean, to be fair, if I hadn't done that, I don't think I would have come back down.
Yeah, so you get 33 healing from me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm going to actually no, you don't. Before you cast that healing spell, I activate my Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So
So
it's
you
maxed?
get max healing from that.
All right, so that would be
3
That
48,
would be four times 8.
32, 37?
32.
8 plus my
Plus the
plus
5.
my modifier, which is a 5.
Yeah, because you had already rolled like ridiculously.
I rolled really well. So yeah, instead of 33, you get 37.
Yep.
And then I will also
On any other roll, that would have been fantastic.
I will also put a 4th level cure wound.
So is that the same, or do you have a different modifier?
Which will be
Yeah, another
48.
37.
Oh, another 37, yeah.
Which is exactly what I needed because I have 74 hit points total.
Ha!
So
Not a point of healing wasted.
absolutely.
Almost exactly.
Did you have
And
fun?
just like there is freezing cold greed pumped into your body and you're back to full.
Strahd was there.
Strahd can be wherever he wants.
I hit
pretty
Strahd
certain
in the face with sunlight.
Good for you. What did he do?
I don't know. Everything went black soon after that.
It will help Krethik back to his feet.
How resourceful of him.
Suddenly, all I know is suddenly everything went black. I was falling, and then everything went blacker. And now I am here.
You didn't have that split second of light as you re-entered our sphere of light.
That split second of light was about a 1/6 of a second before the damage came.
We're sitting there at the bottom and listening and going and hearing.
Because you fell for a full round.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's like, cut the chain. Splat.
He'll pat Krethik on the shoulder.
That is not how we're meant to solve that puzzle.
No, it's not.
Shall we continue?
There's supposed to be a lever to pull to lower the elevator.
To be fair, it could have, if you had rolled, well, much better on damage, you actually could have auto-killed me.
If all his ones had been 6s?
Yeah, basically.
But, like, if you didn't have the absurd amount of hit points you have.
Yeah. If it had been Rua in that trap, Rua would be dead.
Yeah, the Rua doesn't have any equipment, so Rua doesn't weigh that much.
That's fair.
No, it would have taken 2 people to trigger the trap under normal circumstances.
Yeah. 2 people or 1 tank, because tanks wear heavy armor.
All right. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Holy balls.
Well, Strahd was up above, but we need to find the crypt.
Like I said, I'm pretty certain he can appear wherever the fuck he wants inside his castle. So once we find the crypt, he'll be angry and he'll actually come and fight us.
I'm assuming Krethik is headed down the...
Yep.
Down the stairs.
As Esmeralda is just like, I hope this ends well.
It'll be fine.
Your confidence is always inspiring as always.
Now the inspiring comes when we're fighting Strahd.
Darthamon is with us, don't worry. Along with 2 other gods.
Our will has preserved my life in the past. With our objectives, it is challenging to say.
I can't Can't see
Yep.
shit. No, I
Not
can't
on the
see
map
shit.
yet. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I know exactly where I'm putting you on this map. Okay, yeah.
Everyone join in with the can't see shit song.
No. No.
Hey, now I can see. The upper left-hand corner. Ooh, keeping an eye out for any more elevator traps. We'll continue down the stairs.
And giving Krethic a little bit more of a lead.
Yep.
Or somebody who can spot traps. Hopefully my 24 passive will help me spot traps before. Dude. Wow,
Yeah.
the stair goes on for a while.
Stop.
Stopping.
Right there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm.
As you step into that position, a glyph underneath your feet glows.
Fuck, didn't see it.
A sickly mist fills the stairway ahead, then coalesces into the form of the vampire Strahd, his eyes burning red with anger. You have worn out your welcome, he says. Whatever gods you believe in cannot save you now.
Krethic,
About
would you like to
halfway
show
through
him
that conversation, I am stabbing him in the face.
Is he actually here?
You thrust the sword towards him, it passes through him.
Don't make threats until you actually show up, I say, waving him off.
The illusory vampire chuckles and melts away like a wax doll in a bonfire, leaving no trace behind. And the
Does
glyph
he
disappears.
do this often?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to enjoy taunting his guests.
Looking for traps. Continue down the stairs.
You found the trap.
Okay. That does give me hope that we're getting closer, though.
I will look at Esmeralda. Is this how this is supposed to? I no longer have dark vision, William, when you made my new token. So can I get that back?
I could have sworn
I don't think so, because like if I walk somewhere that there's not light, if I go here, I can't see the place I'm standing.
Because I have your light backwards.
Also, you have to put has sight on the token.
No, she has sight. I had 0 foot for light radius and 60 foot for start of dim, rather than 60 foot for light radius and 0 foot for start of dim.
Aha.
Yeah. Because I do have dark vision, but I also have a
open door.
All right, 1 second.
Cool.
Open door for box text.
Open door for box text. How close are you guys following behind?
I'm keeping right next to.
Right here.
All right, box text. This room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is curved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of a colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them.
I'm walking up to the brazier.
This seems like a puzzle.
Are you going to read the
Yep.
description?
The inscription reads, "Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb."
I head over to the green one.
Let's see. No. Yellow,
Master's tomb isn't where we're supposed to fight him.
isn't it?
The
No, it's the
prophecy
tomb of
was
the man that
ignored.
that's his brother's tomb. According to the tarot things that he listened to, I say pointing at Jonah, we fight him in the tomb of the man that he most despised. And according to the book that they found previously, that would be his brother, not himself.
Jonelle, roll me an intelligence saving
Unless
throw.
it is himself. In
A
which case,
saving
then
throw?
it would be yellow.
Would
I mean,
his
we can
brother
get-
not have the same tomb as him, being both royal nobility?
You remember, Jonelle, a place full of vampires where coffins were made in Barovia. Or not Barovia, in
Which is probably where the green stone lies, but
Krezk.
Stone wasn't there.
which you feel like might be where the coffins hide. Where you guys got
Okay.
ambushed by vampire spawn and Valis
Yeah.
almost died once.
The
Only
first time
had a
Valis
Valis
almost
the
died.
immortal moment.
So yeah, I'll relay this.
Oh.
That might be where that refers to.
Oh, then fuck it. The yellow one it is.
What do you do?
Over to the yellow one. Grab it.
I'd hate to say this, but I think everyone should be in the room before
Oh
you
yeah,
do it.
no, you should. Yeah, we should all be in here.
Yep. Assuming Esmeralda's willing to follow us into this stupid plan.
Unless you want to check these doors before we start messing with.
I feel like the
magical
door's
light.
open in response to the thing.
Check this door here at the south. Does it open?
Let me check.
I mean, if this just takes us to the tomb, then
Yeah, you can just open it. You find yourself facing a wall of curtains.
Stage, dressing room. Who knows?
It's curtains. You can't see through it.
it's curtains. See. All right, let's do this then. Once everyone's in the room, I grab the yellow sphere, and the thing said to throw it in the fire.
Cast a stone into the fire.
I throw it in the fire.
You grab the yellow stone and you throw it in the fire. The fire goes from white to burning yellow.
What else did it say to do?
That's all it said.
Now what?
Can I arcana this?
Yeah, can I arcana this too?
Sure.
I asked Earthamon for guidance, and then roll a natural 20. Actually makes it with the. I rolled a natural 20 and a 4.
Something about the flames. Krethik, the fire changed color. What? Zorm, something about the flames is probably related to whatever this brazier is intended to do. So
I think I should step into the fire. I'm resistant to fire, so I will put my hand in the fire.
you put your hand in the fire, and everyone else, he disappears as he is teleported.
Flame is not hot. And fire.
Oh, crap.
Yellow leads you to K86.
And hopefully someone won't have to fight Strahd for a round or two before we get there.
Yeah, he might monologue before
He
attempting anything.
monologues for a whole week. So really, if we're like, I don't want to put that on anybody else, but if this literally leads to the final boss, do we want to keep going?
I'm fine either way, but William would know best, and it may be a long fight that we'd want to have.
I was gonna say that could be, depending on the situation, that could be an episode in and of itself.
If we even got the right place.
Yeah.
As you all emerge, 1 second from the flame. Black marble steps descend to a dark tomb that has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet ahead. The essence of evil permeates the very air. The smell of freshly turned earth is here. Settled into the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of finely waxed wood. The coffin's fittings are of brilliant brass, and the lid is closed. South of the coffin are 3 gloomy alcoves. An iron lever protrudes from the north wall, east of the tomb's entrance.
I'm walking up to the coffin.
Wait, on 3, Krethik. Kick the lid off, right? 1,
2.
As you approach the coffin, 3 figures dressed in elegant, long, flowing dresses claw their way up from the earth. As 3 of the brides of Strahd emerge to protect his tomb, that is where we will end for the week.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.